Welcome back to AI for Allocators, the podcast where Sean Ung brings you LP-centric insights to help you navigate the AI era. This series is AI-generated, based on his original blog posts. For the full articles and supporting resources, visit Sean's LinkedIn page. You know how it is, right? It feels like every single week brings this just flood of AI announcements. One minute, it's a completely game-changing model, and the next, it's a tool that generates music. It's getting really tough to figure out what actually matters for your investment office when the pace is this relentless. So in this explainer, we're going to cut right through that chaos. We're going to use a really simple signal versus noise filter based on Sean's latest article to focus on what's genuinely relevant to your workflow as an LP or allocator. Okay, let's dive into the signal first. These are the updates that have clear, actionable implications for your team. We're talking about the stuff that could really change how you work. Not, someday, but maybe even today. All right, first up in the signal category, OpenAI's next flagship model, GPT-5. The promise here is a pretty significant step change in both reasoning and, maybe more importantly, accuracy. So what's the big deal here? Well, it's something they're calling universal verifiers. You can think of them like built-in fact-checkers. For allocators, this could be huge. It might mean that complex tasks that failed in the past could suddenly become viable. The action item here is pretty straightforward. Once GPT-5 is available in Copilot, go back and rerun those old use cases. This might just be the upgrade you've been waiting for. But remember, even with that potential boost, human oversight is still absolutely critical. Okay, next up is another big signal from OpenAI, high-capability open-source models, or what they're calling GPT-OS. This one brings a completely different kind of innovation to the table. Think about it, an open-source model from a leader like OpenAI could just ignite a firestorm of innovation. We could see a whole new wave of cheaper, highly specialized AI tools built specifically for the challenges allocators face. For your office, this means you really need to start prioritizing flexibility in your tech stack. Pushing your vendors for that kind of flexibility is going to be key to catching this next wave. And speaking of which, that brings us to our final signal. The rise of some very serious competition, with Anthropic's latest top-tier model really stepping up to challenge both OpenAI and Google. And let me tell you, a multi-model world is a massive win for us. Healthy competition drives better performance and lower costs. Claude, GPT, Gemini, each one is going to have its own strengths. Maybe one is better at creative drafting, while another just excels at rigorous data analysis. And that right there is exactly why having a model-agnostic strategy is so critical. It means you can always use the best tool for the job. All right, now that we've covered the signal, let's flip the coin and talk about the noise. We'll move through these pretty quickly because for allocators, they're mostly just distractions for now. Image generators, world model video tools, text to music. Look, these things are fascinating, no doubt about it. But do they help you vet a fund manager or analyze a portfolio? Not really, not directly. For now, they fall pretty squarely into the noise category for our workflows. Now, while these tools don't offer a direct workflow advantage, there is one really important exception. The rise of these incredibly realistic image and voice generators means the threat of deepfakes is higher than ever. So the key action here isn't about using the tool, it's about updating your security protocols to defend against it. Think callbacks, personal passcodes, that kind of thing. So how does this weekly analysis connect to the bigger picture? Well, it's all about spinning your AI flywheel and making sure these tactics connect to a real long-term strategy. Making sense of the weekly news. This signal versus noise analysis we're doing, that's a tactic. It's important, but it's just one part of building real momentum. To win in the long run, you need a strategy. You need to create the conditions to get your AI flywheels spinning. Getting that flywheel spinning requires a clear framework that goes way beyond just reacting to headlines. For a deep dive on the 3-step framework that can help you build that momentum, we really recommend checking out the very first audio explainer in this series, or you can read through the first 5 articles Sean published, because that's what creates a durable advantage, building that cultural and operational momentum to become an AI-native investment office. So with that in mind, let's turn this into a conversation. We want to know, what's your take? So we're turning the question over to you. When you look at the signal we discussed, GPT-5, open source models, stronger competition from Claude, how do you see these tools really changing your day-to-day work? Think about your own workflows. Where are the biggest opportunities? And on the flip side, we're really curious, do you disagree with our noise assessment? Have you found a clever allocator relevant use case for something that we've marked as a distraction? Let us know in the comments or reach out directly. This community is all about learning from each other's experience on the ground. If you found this helpful, subscribe, share it with a colleague, and visit Sean's LinkedIn for more tools and free templates to help your team make smarter AI decisions. Feel free to reach out to him directly with any questions or thoughts. Let AI work for you. Let AI be your edge.